You love him,
Shalom.
Shalom.
I'd like to give all praise and glory and honor to
Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahushai, Ba'Hashem, Rakakadash.
double honors to the apostles of the great millstone. Peace and blessings to Yakin pushing his word and truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. All right, we're back once again on this Thursday night. On the Shabbat night. We want to go ahead and Shabbat evening. We want to go ahead and go into, as always, prophecy. As we see things are happening throughout, through the spirit, we see, 2/3 is not going to be looking at things that are flowing into what the up and coming destruction that's about to bound to happen. Because we're living in what? The spirit of Yahweh Shai. Revelations 19. The spirit of Yahweh Shai is what? The spirit of prophecy. And that's what we're here to do. To prophesy and let you know what's coming forth. And what is coming forth is what? Final few prophecies. Going into Jacob's trouble, that's going to be ramped up. Going into the MOT to the B, all the way up to World War III. All these things are culminating into this one big ball of destruction that the Lord is getting set up for. One thing is what? For the fall of Esau's kingdom. All right, and we're setting up for what? The new kingdom. All right, the kingdom of heaven. And again, we can. What you got?
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 42 and verse 9. Behold, the former things are come to pass.
Yep, the former things are coming to pass. So these things that we're seeing everything is coming to pass as far as what? As far as the ways of this world. The ways of this world is all full of wickedness. Because the earth was given to who? Job 9:24, the earth was given to the hands of the wicked. So Esau was given a time to rule. The Lord have gave Esau, because two nations was going to have to do with the earth, basically reign over the whole earth. And Esau has been running his reign right now. And that is what? He's reigning with what? The sword.
Right.
All right? So these things are coming to pass. Because he, like it says in Job, he has a bound that he cannot pass. And these bounds are basically at his end.
It says, Isaiah 42 and 8, Salaki verse 9, Behold, the former things are come to pass, and new things do I declare.
New things do you declare. All right? These things have to come to pass before the new things come about. All right? What is that? Revelations 21, that new heaven and new earth. These are the things that are coming that we're looking forward to. All right? Being the men of the Lord that spiritually have that mindset to understand what's to come. Like in 2 Ezra 7. All right? We got to deal with that water on one side around 5 and 6. And that fire on one side, but what's in front of us? The kingdom of heaven. So we might get burned a little bit, might get wet, but we have to stick onto that straight gate, that path. Because we know all these things, everything here is going to burn up, especially in Babylon the Great. All right? So all these things are going to be destroyed. So what manner of man will you be when these things hit? Because we saw over there, Janet Yellen, she was just going into what? The chaos is going to happen if they don't basically raise the debt ceiling. Mm-hmm. If they don't raise it, then she said what? It's basically the money, we're going to run out of money. What's happened when you don't run out of money? It was some years ago, maybe 5 or 6 years ago, when they had that WIC program. They had a few days where it went down. You had women in the store acting a damn fool, especially these nigga women. So when these things happen, just imagine. It ain't finna be months when it happens. When you see this money system start to collide and collapse, you're gonna see with just in days when people are gonna act a damn fool.
Number one, when the pandemic, it was mostly black women fighting over toilet paper.
Fighting over toilet paper. Fighting over toilet paper.
And there was plenty of toilet paper. Well, at the time when the pandemic, I was still living up in the Northeast. I was still up there. I was still up top in Connecticut at the time. I was with my ex-girl, and the supermarkets and shit. It was a lack of everything, but like it was crazy. The area we lived in was like in Bridgeport, Connecticut, which you consider it the hood, whatever. But we lived on a decent block. But there were the little corner stores. Well, if you go to like when you go to like the so-called supermarkets, That's when they had all that crazy shit. But in the area me and this chick lived in, Ephraimite chick house, where we would, like, matter of fact, it was like a couple of corners, a little regular boat up top in New York and Connecticut, we call them bodegas,
Yeah, got it.
right? You go to a little bodega, there was plenty of toilet tissue, toilet paper, everything you needed. The little regular corner ghetto in the hood, regular little corner stores, they had all the supplies.
Yeah.
But these fools, they go into the regular the supermarkets were fighting like ah! And these niggas live in the hood.
Right.
And it was like, the corner store right up the little bodega, they had an abundance of toilet tissue. So me and my woman, we were just grabbing up our shit, right? We had, during that so-called pandemic, we had no shortage of nothing we needed.
Right.
I was living with my so-called woman at the time. Brother, we didn't have a lack of nothing during the pandemic. We had an apartment, I was living with her at the time. We had everything we needed. We didn't have no lack of food or toilet tissue. We had everything we needed. So why do you how about Shemi how a shot? See, but that's that scripture. My servant shall eat, but you shall, you know? But then we looking on the internet, we looking on the TV and the internet. Even my woman at the time, we look, and you see niggas, they in the BJ's and Walmart going crazy fighting. And I'm freaking. I'm like, nah, this is made up. Cause when we go out, every time we went out to get what we needed, we didn't have no problems. But these other fools was out there going nuts.
Yep.
Primarily who? The nigger woman. So, you know, the nigger woman, big shit, and then who? And then I must say, who was it? Say the name.
Big Shirley.
Rasputin.
Rasputin and Big Shirley. I talked to one of my cousins today from back up east in New York, and he was telling me these little young GMO baby niggas, they just murderous, killing. He's like, yo, I want to get out of here, man. One of my so-called cousins up in New York, and he's like, yeah, man. And I said, and he's in the world. He know about the truth, but you know he's still in the world. He's like, this is everything that we've been saying. This is what's happening right now, bros. Even out here in Texas,
Same thing.
I go to the gym, and these niggas, they all got long blonde dreadlocks, weirdo. They're all feminine. They have these Big Shirleys and these Keishas are domestic terrorists.
Yeah.
Because they're the ones popping out these babies and bringing forth these little GMO baby young little niggas, these murderous, psychotic little niggas, because they're psychotic. I don't care. I'm going to tell you, brothers, these fat black women that's having these babies and bringing forth these little niggas, they're bringing forth, it's like that movie Gremlins.
Yeah. Hatching and shit.
They're hatching these little monsters, and these little monsters are out here just killing and murdering.
Yep.
Not the white man, their own people.
One another.
They in the fucking way.
They're genetically modified terrorists. Esau's behind that, the elites.
That's right.
These little blonde, dreadlock, GMO baby, Takashi niggas, they're being produced by Big Shirley, and their anger is toward people that look just like them.
Right.
They're not out here killing white people, because all these little Takashi, whatever the fuck his name is, all these little Takashi looking little niggas, if they was out here shooting white people, you think Esau would tolerate that?
Oh, hell no.
They would shut that shit down right there. Niggas would be getting laid, massacred. Big Shirley would be getting massacred. But no, Esau created that. You dig?
That's right.
Esau, the Illuminati, they created Big Shirley for that purpose, so niggas could just cancel each other out. Period. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm gonna say it, moles, and they're all moles. They're murderous little moles. Weirdo, crazy shit. Esau, he accomplished in destroying the black race. That's black culture.
Right.
That's the new black culture.
Like I said, Apostle, that's when, like, when you looked at Mike Brown and Ferguson, when they had, like, just riots in general, they'll block off those Edomite, those white sections, and they'll just let you burn up their own. They were like, they be asking, why do you burn up your own place? They shut those other places down. They can't go far out into the white neighborhoods because they're gonna make sure you burn up your own place. If you go out to these white neighborhoods, they're gonna stop you and arrest you, and they're gonna put some force on you.
They're gonna kill your ass.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna kill the little dreadlock, blonde dreadlock, widow, Big Shirley. They're gonna get murdered. They go into Esau's turf.
Mm-hmm.
That's when the National Guard is gonna lock and load.
That's right.
But you know what? It's gonna. The beautiful part, Barakatah Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, it's gonna come anyway for these niggas. Their fantasy world that they live in, all that GMO, McDonald's, Popeyes, Taco Bueno, that taco brains, all that. A bullet or a bomb is gonna take care of all that real quick, brothers. See?
That's right.
Because you notice, when the cops open up on these little niggas, that's when it stops. All that little weirdo, these little weirdo skinny jean, around the ankles, niggas, blonde, dreadlock, but then when the white man go, pop, 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 that's when it stops. All of a sudden, that Popeyes, them niggas, their brains were produced on that. All that.
Chemicals.
All them chemicals and chemical brain niggas, that's when it stops. The minute that their spirit is oozing out of their body. See, when Esau go, you know what, nigga? Pop, 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 pop.
Tyler, look at them niggas. They eyesores. Hell, I hate looking at them niggas.
They all eyesores.
Sick of these niggas.
Brother, I'm sick.
I hate even going to fucking work.
I gotta go out here and drive, and I gotta see Big Shirley, and I gotta see Pookie and Ray Ray. I'm a racist.
That's right. As you
I'm a
said.
goddamn fucking racist.
Gun.
I don't like black people.
Right.
Yep.
I avoid black folks. I don't talk to them unless I have to.
Yep.
Just land back on it.
You right.
This Jeremiah 20:4. For thus saith the Lord, behold, I will make thee a terror to thyself and to all thy friends, and they shall fall by the sword of their enemies, and thy eyes shall behold it. And I will give all Judah into the hand of the king of Babylon, and he shall carry them captive into Babylon, and shall slay them with the sword. Yeah, just going back, laying back off to what the apostle was going into, man. This is prophecy, which of course this happened in times past, but hey, there's nothing new under the sun. So the Lord says, I will make you a terror unto yourself. So you want to understand why it's our people that's being a terror unto themselves and not our actual enemies? It's because the Lord has done this, man. This is a punishment, man. It's going back to the curses, Deuteronomy 28 and verse 54, how our eyes shall be evil towards our brother and towards the wife of our bosom, and ultimately towards our people in general, man.
Right. What's that? Jeremiah 5. Among my people are found wicked men. You know, rough paraphrase. They so like birds in a cage. They basically set up these snares for their for Jake. You know, these are our people that they look for what? Looking to put their own people to death, or basically go around and try to steal from them, kill them. But they don't. But I always say when you see Esau walking in the hood, you have damn Jake straighten up, pull up his pants, and act all like a stand up gentleman. But when you see Jake walk the street, they don't even know who he is. They'll come up and basically, who are you? You know what I'm saying? That Jake might end up dead that night because he walking in a unknown neighborhood. They didn't know who he was. You know?
Yeah. Hey, remember that song? That bitch little kid, that low life piece of dog shit. She had that song, and I used to live in that neighborhood, Bed-Stuy in Brooklyn. I used to live in Brooklyn. When I first came up from Florida, I lived in Brooklyn for years. She had that one song, Bitch, stop, put your lighters up. Remember that song? Then they did this shit. Yeah. The line in that song. Y'all know the song I'm talking about, right? It was a bad song though. Cause I know, cause I lived in that neighborhood. I lived that life for a while. If guys approach you, better say quick who you close to.
Oh yeah.
But I'm like, damn, like, okay, they black, you black. Black people gotta, like, amongst the, these ain't white people. But then these niggas, every time the cops or some white people do something to black, then all of a sudden these niggas become advocates of the NAACP. The white man doing that to black people. They doing that to black people. But black people are not even safe in certain neighborhoods in Brooklyn or Chicago. Fuck Brooklyn, fuck New York. New York, Chicago, LA. Black people are not safe in certain neighborhoods. You could be a brown-skinned man in LA or New York or Chicago or Boston or Baltimore or Florida. But if you ain't from that area, okay, I'll speak on New York because I lived there. I know about New York. Case in point, like the bitch in the song Little Kim said, Brooklyn. I come from Brooklyn, right?
Right.
If you from the Bronx, you can't walk around in Brooklyn like that unless you know somebody. If you from Queens or if you from Brooklyn, you can't even move around and, well, that's a whole different story. I ain't gonna get into all that shit right now. Because Brooklyn, Queens was like, we didn't respect Queens. I was a Brooklyn dude, so Queens, man, we was all up in Queens Queens had to find these bitches. But anyway, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
You had to, this is New York, I'm just talking about New York City right now. We lived in Brooklyn, so we considered Brooklyn dudes. We went to the Bronx, but I mean, we moved around, we were fearless, but you had to be you had to move on eggshells. And like, if you're a dude from Brooklyn and you go up to the Bronx and you fucking with a Bronx chick, you might be okay if the chick that you fucking with, she know dudes are basically what have to happen. The chick, that's my dude, leave him alone. So she had to let the dudes and then look, that's my dude, leave him alone. So dudes will leave you alone. But you had to go through all that red tape. Like, what the fuck is this? Or whatever, like for different neighborhoods, you had to be careful. You know? But this is all Jake.
All Jake.
But then when the white man would do something to a black person or the cops do something to a black dude, look at the violence against black people. Black lives matter. But you niggas are terrorizing your own people. If I'm from Brooklyn, I can't even move around in Queens, or I can't move around in the Bronx. I can't move around in Harlem. Because I'm not from the you nigga, where you from?
Right.
Or a group of niggas, you in a neighborhood that you ain't from, but you just out there. Yo, where you from? What set you repping? And these are black people on black people, or Hispanic, not just the blacks, Hispanic on Hispanic, right? And I'm sure they got the same shit out here in Texas, right?
Yeah. All Jake trouble.
And you from a certain, whatever set you got in Grand Prairie, you come out here and that, where you from? Where you from? I'm like, what set? Or Los Angeles, oh, forget about it. LA? Right? Yeah, what set? Where you from? Crenshaw, I'm from Compton. I'm South Central. Oh, nigga, fuck that, nigga. It's Compton, nigga. You know, fuck with you, South Central, nigga. Right, but then when the white man do something to him, it's a big deal.
Exactly.
I'm from Crenshaw. I'm from Compton, nigga. Fuck you. I'm from South Central. See? See what I mean? But that all go back to that black bitch.
That's right. That's right.
Fuck that. She don't want to take no accountability.
No.
Yeah, that one just, and the Lord has a problem with it. He has a controversy with the land, with his people. So I'm gonna bring this out of Hosea. This is Hosea chapter 4 and verse 1. And it reads, hear the word of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, you children of Israel. So he's talking to you Negroes, you niggas and spigots, man. You know, it says, for Yahweh Bashem Yahushai hath a controversy, which is a problem, man. You got a problem with you. The Lord is going to rise up against you niggas, man. It says, he hath a controversy with the inhabitants of the land, because there is no truth, nor mercy, nor knowledge of the Most High in the land. And for a period of time, there wasn't. Now you got this truth in the earth, you know, about, you know, going back to, you know, Abba Bivens, you know, on down to the apostles and elders, on down to our elders, on down to us, and so on and so forth, man. This thing is going through the four corners of the earth now. Right. But before that, Jake was just out here on Christianity and Catholicism and Islam, you know, being 5%ers, Egyptology, you know. None of that teaches, you know, the law, statutes, and commandments of how to govern, man. You know what I'm saying? None of those teaches. So Jake was out here just wilding out, man. You know, they've been out here killing each other. We're just gonna go into it. So there hasn't been any truth, no knowledge, no mercy of the Most High in the land, man. And Jake don't have mercy, man. You know, Jake see you could walking across the street, man. You know, and a nigga a mean mug you, you know, and glare at you from across the street, man, just because he don't like, you know, because these niggas just walk around like that. But this verse 2, it says, by swearing and lying, you know, of course, swearing, they make them oaths, you know, on God, my nigga, on God. Knowing he lying, he ain't gonna be there for you, man. You know what I'm saying? He lying, man. We just said that, by swearing and lying and killing and stealing, which the brother went into that, how Jake, you know, steal from each other, you know, how they killing each other, taking the next thing, you know, Rim, what's that movie? Minister Society.
Yeah.
Put the water, brother. Minister Society, when a nigga rolled up and got to do for his rim, you know, I had to get him. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, they stealing, killing, you know, it says, and committing adultery, which a nigga can't wait to do that, man. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. They don't want a guy who would, women outnumber men at least 7-1.
But that's homo shit.
Homo shit, that's exactly.
Because like all the women that's out here, a nigga don't gotta deal with your woman, man. There's so many women out here. So much women out here, bro, but no, he wants your woman.
Right.
Because it's really Mo.
Right.
Niggas got Mo spirits on.
Right. That's right, Apostle. So that you know, that Mo spirit.
And that's why that develops a spirit on God. We in the truth. The Lord is with us. See, y'all, we in a bubble. We just we avoid. We don't deal with Jake, and they know it. You know. Mm-hmm. But see, I've become bitter over the years. I'm bitter. Yeah, I'll say it. I'll admit it. I'm bitter. I do not like Jake.
Right.
So it's like my attitude is like, okay, nigga, you wanna fuck with me? Good luck.
Right.
That's my attitude, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Good luck to you. Because either you gonna kill me or I'm gonna kill you.
Right.
And after I kill you, I might go looking for the rest of your family, like, for real. Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, forgive me if I'm coming off carnal. But that's just how I feel, bro. Because I don't bother nobody. You brothers are the same way. We don't bother nobody. We don't fuck with you. Right. Like, we're cordial or respectful, but if you come in my zone, then I'm...
But it's true.
Something gonna have to happen.
Right. Yeah, 230.
And I will not hesitate.
I'll bite your face off, bro.
You dig? I'll eat you. I'll become a cannibal. Okay, man.
So yeah, it's, you know, so committing adultery, you know, like the apostle said, man, that's which is the most, you know, that's the most spirit. But that's what Jake wants, man. He don't want to go out here and get a single woman. He want to go after the woman because this dude got, you know.
No, because you got it.
Because you got it, exactly.
You a motherfucking Mo, nigga.
Right. Right.
I have my ride in there. You want to put your ride in there?
Right.
You a Mo, nigga.
Right. That's it.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah.
You a Mo.
Yo.
Yeah, man.
Con, it says they break out and blood touches blood, man. So, you know, hey, they ain't satisfied till they see a nigga, you know, blood gushing out, man. Blood, you know, bleeding on the streets, you know, knowing the life leaving him, man. You know what I'm saying? That's when Jake feel like he's satisfied, man. Feel like he accomplished something, man. You know what I'm saying? Taking another man's life, man. That's right. You know, what's that song? It's a song that I can't even remember. It just left me, man. So it's a lot. But yeah, you know, you got it.
This is Isaiah 1, and start at verse 19, it says, if ye be willing to and obedient, ye shall eat the good of the land. And like, you know, this is going into when Judah was going into the nation of Judah, you know, the southern kingdom. Verse 20 it says, but if ye refuse and rebel, ye shall be devoured with the sword, for the mouth of the land of Slaka, the mouth of the Lord has spoken it. And like I said, as the brother mentioned earlier, you can liken these things to today because there's nothing new under the sun. Like I said, if the Lord say we do right, you know, we're going to flourish. But if we don't, we refuse, reject knowledge, as it says in Hosea 4 and 6. If we reject knowledge, he's going to reject us. And when the Lord rejects us, what did he do? One thing he do, he put other nations over us. You know, and what do? They beat us. They just basically we just become oppressed, just beaten down to the ground. And then what we have someone at a lower state, that's when they cause chaos amongst one another. That's why you got Jakes in the hoods and all these places, and they constantly fighting and killing each other. This is verse 21. It says, how is the faithful city becoming harlot? Now we don't have a city of our own, because now it's what? A nation of Israel is a people before it's a place. This is the Jerusalem now. We're the people. All right? This is basically a temple built without hands, you know, with the elect. But just overall, we don't have a city. Like that movie, what is that, with Thor? That movie Thor. You know, what did they say at the end when they planet was destroyed? He said, it's the people. You know, that's who we are. We're the people before it's a place now.
Can I just get one real quick just to prove that? This is just to prove that it's about the people. It's the people before it's a place. It's 2 Maccabees chapter 5 and verse 19, and it reads, nevertheless, the Most High did not choose the people for the place's sake, but the place for the people's sake.
That's right.
So that's one of those scriptures that you can go to prove that it's a people first, man. You know, he didn't choose the place. This land is mine. Now let me find some people for it.
Right.
That's not how it went down, man. He chose Isaiah 44:1. He chose the nation of Israel. You know, this is my people. You know, what's that? Deuteronomy 7 and 6. You know, and then he told them to go. Now y'all go and take that from them Hamites, from
right.
Which was the land of Canaan, which is now Israel, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's a people first, man.
That's right. Back in Isaiah 1 and 21, is that how is the faithful city becoming harlot? It was full of judgment, righteousness lodged in it, but now murderers. And when you go into that murder, people are like, oh yeah, it's the difference between a killing and a murder. All right, you can have a righteous kill. You know, when you sacrifice someone, what are you doing? You basically setting that blood for what? To receive what? A blessing or receive like atonement. That's what, atonement. You here to receive atonement. You know, even with you have to defend yourself. You can end up being a killer. You can kill. With like you said, you're supposed to kill to eat in some aspect of things, especially like when you're out in the wilderness. But a murderer is someone doing it out of spite, you know, or things like that. It's something that it's different between having a righteous, because it's still a balance. You got the righteous. Then you have which is something about killing, and then you have a murderer, which is going on, like you say, the fulfillment on the left hand side. You know, so Jake has basically became full of murderers. That's why you see, like you say, in I had to get them. You know, you have walking in a certain neighborhood, they're gonna try to basically take your shit, or they end up probably trying to shoot you. You know, it's rarely you see people that probably get robbed now, and they live to talk about it. Because what the worst thing to do, they got the spirit on them of what? Of a murderer. All right, they're following their father Cain. All right, they Esau Edom, so-called white man. All right, that's what Jake is doing. He's been suppressed so long that he want to do what? Follow the ways of his oppressor. Ye your father the devil. All right, that's what you want to do. And now we're basically calling it out because we know we're in the last days of the last days. So we basically want to tell our people to turn back, because the Lord is going to redeem us, as it goes into Galatians 4, around the 4th verse. But if you keep following the ways of the world into this madness, you damn niggas, you're going to receive what? Destruction.
This is 1 John chapter 3, verse 14. It says, we know that we have passed from death unto life, because we love the brethren. Mm-hmm. He that loveth not his brother abideth in death. And that's talking about brothers in the truth. Okay? But you can also, synonymously equate that with these niggas outside of the truth. They don't have any love for their own kind, which is Israelites. Like Paul said, Israelite by the flesh. You see, these are Israelites, but they're 2/3 because what? They don't abide in these scriptures. They don't know the name of the Heavenly Father. Okay, they don't subscribe to being an Israelite, and they hate one another. You see, so they're living in death. Okay, they in the congregation of the dead.
That's right.
But the next verse 15, it says, "Whosoever hateth his brother is a murderer, and ye know that no murderer hath eternal life abided in him." So these 2/3 niggas, man, okay, they hate their brothers, they hate their people as Israelites, so they abiding in death, which they're not going to get eternal life because they're going to take part in that second death, which is going to be them nukes, man.
That's right.
1 Corinthians 6, 1 Corinthians, I believe it's 9 and 6, it tells you all the characteristic traits of people who are not going to inherit the kingdom, man. Okay, effeminate niggas, okay, people who commit adultery, murderers, thieves, robbers. You see people who commit idolatry, spiritual idolatry. You see all these people, man, they're going to suffer that second death. You know?
That's 2 Ezra 15, around the 15th verse. The sword draweth not. I can get that.
I get it for you. You said 2 Ezra 15?
Yeah, around the 15th verse. Because as we said, for our people, they were going through that, but you finna see the whole world is to be a son, the whole world is a ghetto. Everything in America is going to become like the hood. It's going to, because when you have, like you say, with famine, pestilence, all these things that's coming into play, no jobs, you're gonna see a lot of people resorting to what? Violence. All right, take, you know what I'm saying, a dog eat dog world. That's going to become actual aspect throughout the four corners of Babylon the Great, aka America. All right.
This is 2 Ezra chapter 15 and verse 15. It says, "For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh."
The sword and the destruction draweth nigh. Because what do a sword do? It comes to it divides and it also kills. All right. So the destruction is drawing nigh. And one thing, this is the final hurrah of Esau's kingdom. And what is he was blessed with? The sword. So this is going to be played throughout the streets of America.
Hey, I'm going to read verse 14. So like 2 Ezra 15 and 14. It says, "Woe to the world and them that dwell therein." And I wanted to read that one, because it gives you the whole topic right there. It says, "Woe to the world." Now the brother said America, but this is telling you that, hey, this whole planet Earth about to be in hell and chaos, man. Including primarily America, like the brother said, the Quran said. But this whole world about to be tore up. So for a nigga woman talking about she about to go to Africa, or she finna go to Zimbabwe or something like that, so she can live good, like the girl on the social media, man, that video. Or niggas, like I got a friend saying that he want to go overseas so he can live outside this twisted up economy over here in America. Well, you ain't going to escape the destruction of the Lord, man. Okay, it's going to be hell everywhere. That's why it says, "Woe to the world and them that dwell therein."
Yep. Hey, because a lot of these countries, they're trying to do it with the dollar, but it's so many things are paid onto the dollar because it's what? The petrodollar. Everything. And one thing about that petro, you got to use oil for everything. So that petrodollar goes a long way in this world. Now they're trying to do away with it. Now, if you're trying to do away with it, it's got to have a complete change. You think America's just going to let these things go? No. And it's going to, and like I said, if it's the petrodollar, when you try to do away from it, you're going to see a downfall in your economy. So it's going to be woe to the world. Because one thing about money, what does they say? Money is a defense. And if you got a lack of money, your money depreciate, that means you got less defense. So it's going to be more of a offensive standpoint. And when somebody in a offense to receive something, they become more desperate to take from someone else. They become more desperate to, by all means necessary. You got a can of beans, I want them can of beans. My family ain't ate in 3 or 4 days, I'm gonna take it. So yes, that's sedition among men, that destruction, that sword is gonna come about in America and also in these other countries. You're gonna see, hey, these other countries ain't just gonna be living lavish. No. And we already see some countries that's downfall. Look at Venezuela. Venezuela's still doing bad. They ain't like, they just ain't been in the news like that, but they ain't doing good.
Back in 2 Ezra chapter 15, I read verse 15. It says, "For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands."
The swords in their hands. All right. And what is the modern day sword? Guns. The one thing about here in America, a lot of these states, what do? They have gave guns to let everybody use guns and say you don't need no license, just carry them. This became the wild, wild west. Esau is setting up a plan to receive all this death and chaos that's about to happen. That's why all these different laws are coming into place. Like, you can carry your gun, no problem. Which is cool, because some states, the ones that, like Texas, is not as bad as far as crime or murder due to people carrying their guns. But when you in desperation, shit changes. Shit really changes when you're in desperation. And I gotta eat. I'm gonna use this gun by any means necessary. So that's what Esau is doing. He's setting up to have lack of food, because we see all these places getting burnt down as far as these food processing plants. All right, these chicken plants, all these places are getting burnt down. These stores and all the retail apocalypse. What is this causing? Lack of food. You know what I'm saying? Well, lack of bread, a lack of money. What is this going to cause? Inflation. When people don't have money to go and get their food and things like that, you go get some food and it's a huge inflation and nobody has money or jobs. You walk to your house or drive to the store and come back. Shit, your family may not see you for 2 or 3 days. They might not see you for a week. They're like, damn, they ain't coming back.
Yeah. And road trips, boy.
Mm-hmm. You're gonna be have to scourge and go in the woods to try to come out and just get away just to get to the store and back. It may take you a week to get to the store and back.
Mm-hmm.
That is what the world is coming to.
It all dictated from everything that's happening on the earth today. It's all dictated in the heavens first.
That's right.
The Lord orchestrating all this, because He has a controversy with everybody on the planet but the elect. So the Lord's going to show. He's going to put. It's in the book of Jeremiah 30:24. He's going to perform His anger. So what you're seeing happening right now is dictated in the heavens. That's why shit is happening on the planet. It all starts in the heavens, man.
That's right.
He don't give a. And I see why the apostles fuck these niggas, man, because they ain't give a fuck about the prophets back then. You want the book of Nehemiah? I had to say they threw Jeremiah in the fucking pit of mud. So fuck you niggas, man. And I say nigga, I'm talking about all the tribes.
That's right.
All you motherfuckers, man. Fuck y'all, man. The Lord go deal with you fools, man.
Can I get that scripture, Elder Bond?
Yeah, you got it, huh?
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 30, and I'm starting verse 23. Behold, the whirlwind of the Lord goeth forth with fury, a continuing whirlwind. It shall fall with pain upon the head of the wicked. The fierce anger of the Lord shall not return until He have done it, and until He have performed the intents of His heart. In the latter days you shall consider it.
And that word consider going to teach.
Yep.
So the Most High and the Son, Yahweh Yahushua, is going to have a doctrine in the latter end speaking of these things. Because you can look it up, go to the word teach. And then intents is like perform is like to carry out. So He's showing us His intents of His mind. You see what I'm saying? What that's the Jeff. It said intents, right? Mm-hmm. Intents of His hearts. Okay. So Lord is showing us His true nature. Okay. And yeah, you see what I'm saying? Okay. That's why shit happening on the planet. He's showing us this. Yep. That's why we able to go out here and teach it to y'all, because the Lord's He's supping with us. It ain't on nothing we doing. This way He allow us to understand and see. Right. You got it up.
1 Corinthians 2:16.
Yep.
For who have known the mind of the Lord, that
Yep.
He may instruct him. But we have the mind of Hamashiach Yahushua.
That's it. I was trying to find that, boy. See? You said 2 Corinthians 2:16? Yeah, that's it. You got it.
So just laying back on what the elder was just going into, man, like, although we just read the prophecy in Jeremiah 30:26, and the Lord says, in the latter days you shall consider, you shall teach, what my intents are. But at the end of the day, the only ones that's gonna be understanding of the will of the Lord is the elect, those who He has opened up His mind unto, man. Psalm chapter 25, verse 14, the secret of the Lord is with them that fear Him, and He will show them His covenant, man. Just like He did all the righteous sons of God, starting with Noah, right? In the time of that generation of His wrath that the Lord's about to completely obliterate, right? The Lord showed, that man that feared Him, right? His secrets, His intents to destroy the earth. Right here we are in the time of the second death.
Yep.
During the time of the fire. See, the first death was during the time of the flood. Right? And we have testaments and artifacts of that. Look at the Grand Canyon. Right? That's proof. The fact that the Pangea is broken up. You could tell that the whole earth, the landmass was all connected at one point. It was like a puzzle. Why is it all disconnected now? That was that first death. So we're in the time of that second death, and the Lord He's risen up a small standard, man. The elect, the remnant, those is going to be those that's left over from this destruction. He's showing them, right, His intents, man, to save our souls. And Lord willing, be a part of that number.
And they show you how devastating that first death was. You see, like you said, bro, it tell you in Genesis how the Lord basically told the water to go to one place and all the land to go to one place. Like you said, it was Pangea, but the force, and that's how you can tell it was destructive. How destructive it was. It split the land up, bro. That's why it likened this second death. That's why it mentions this the second death, because of how destructive it's gonna be, man. You see, it's gonna be an act like that's never happened before, just like the flood. You see, those people didn't believe back then because it didn't rain.
Right.
See, just like now, you know what I'm saying? They don't believe now, but even though the Lord is right in their face, they see these nuclear weapons. You see, there wasn't a point of time in the planet Earth. You know what I'm saying? Like the time we in now. Now there's actually weapons that can destroy continents, man. You see, but you people gonna realize you're gonna come to find out, man. Like the scriptures say, then shall they know that the prophet was among them.
That's right.
You see.
That's right.
And the brother mentioned, also if I can add, the brother mentioned how the Lord basically showed those secrets to, who was it? Was it Noah?
Kanye, no.
During the time, which of course during that time Noah was the elect of that time. And that's why the scriptures say, as in the days of Noah shall it also be in the days of the Son of Man. He's doing the same thing in these times, man. Amos the 3rd chapter goes into that, how he reveals his secrets to his servants, the prophets, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And one of those things as part of the secrets is his true nature, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why Jake is out here running around, in all manner of madness, because they don't know the true nature of the Lord because of Christianity and all the madness of the religious sect of these devils, man. They don't understand judgment. You know what I'm saying? Which is all these things that's about to come down, that's been happening, but it's been everything is about to escalate to heights unseen and unknown, man. You know what I'm saying? That they've never seen, and they don't understand that it's the judgment of the Lord. But they're going to know in that time that it has to be. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to be a doubt in anyone's mind that there's a God, He exists, man. You know what I'm saying? With what He's about to do, what He's about to bring, man.
That's why that teacher the considering goes to teach, meaning the doctrine. So the doctrines go teach that He's going to destroy the kingdom and usher in the kingdom at the same time.
Right.
That's all the intent and purpose of the Lord, bro.
That's right.
I got pull this real quick, bro. Cause you had said that about the secret. This Wisdom of Solomon 14 in 2021 in the GNT, it says, anyone who studies the ways of wisdom will also learn her secrets.
See?
You see? So these people don't read and study, and ultimately the Spirit of the Lord got to be on you to do so. You know what I'm saying? To make you you know what I'm saying, give you the understanding of these scriptures, man. You see? They don't understand the scriptures, man. See, brother, the Lord is dealing with brothers, you know what I'm saying, therefore they can, you know what I'm saying, they can watch lessons, they can read, and you know what I'm saying, the Most High, assault with them, so where they can understand the Lord. And these secrets, that's a secret to know that the Lord is going to destroy this place via a thermonuclear fire, bro. These people don't believe that,
That's right.
It's 2nd Ezra chapter 5, verse 1. It says, nevertheless, as concerning the tokens mean signs. You see?
Oh.
Behold, the day shall come that they which dwell upon earth shall be taken in a great number, and the way of truth shall be hidden, and the land shall be barren of faith. It's the time we coming in. Mm-hmm. It's the time we coming in because people is dying like in increasing numbers. Like it's like it's kind of unfathomable because like 10 years ago, yeah, people was getting killed. It was storms and everything, but now it's just storms coming out of nowhere, ravaging whole communities and neighborhoods, just taking out houses. People dying by the hundreds from these mass shootings. It was like 218 mass shootings since the first of this year. Mm-hmm. Like they say, that's what they're saying in the news and in the stats. So the Lord is showing you that people are going to start just getting taken out of there in a great number. And the signs that Yahushua gave in Matthew 24, those are hitting the place. Like nation rising up against nation, rumors of wars. You see, famine and great plagues, those are the signs that he said to look out for.
So like if I could just also add just real quick, at the beginning of this year, of the so-called New Year, the Lord started it off with a bang. Like he killed 54,000 people in one setting, man.
Yep.
Over there in Turkey.
Yep.
With that earthquake, man.
That's
That was
what-
the Lord just warming up, man.
Two more. Two more. It says, but iniquity shall be increased above that which now thou seest, or that thou hast heard long ago. So the iniquity, like the rate of just transgression on the planet Earth, it has increased way higher than what Ezra was seeing back in this time in the ancient world. Stuff is going on now to where it's like mass the A word with these kids, taking kids off the planet before they even get born. That's at a really high rate, you know. Just murders, just spiritual adultery, witchcraft at a really high level. Like transgression is just increased. So this is why these things is happening. But what does it say in Matthew 24? Because iniquity shall abound, the love of many is going to start waxing cold. And we seeing that, like people just driving crazy, and that jet, you know, the jump shot. We believe that jump shot done turned these people mental awareness just on a very low state. That's why these people acting different as hell now. You know.
This is Proverbs 1, start at verse 6. It say, "For Yahweh giveth wisdom, out of his mouth cometh knowledge and understanding. He layeth up sound wisdom for the righteous. He is a buckler unto them that walk uprightly. He keepeth the path of judgment and preserveth the way of his saints." All right, and I'm going to finish it. Verse 9 to say, "Then shalt thou understand righteousness and judgment, and equity, yea, every good path."
God. Yeah, and that's what the Lord, and how do you, can you read, I believe it was verse 6? Because it all comes from one place that you learn this.
That's right. That's it. "For Yahweh giveth wisdom, out of his mouth."
Out of his mouth, that's the key point. And who's the Lord's mouthpiece? His prophets, man. And see, our people think they're gonna climb up some other type of way to understand the Lord. I don't need no man to teach me, you know.
Right.
I got this. I could read the Bible myself. I read the. How many times we heard at camp? Man, I read the Bible.
Right. Right.
But see, you got to hear it out of a particular mouthpiece, man. You see, because the Lord is dealing with a small sect of people, man. Imagine somebody refused to listen to the counsel of Noah, but they're like, "Oh, I know how to escape the second death." Because you know niggas had to think this shit, man. I know how to escape the first death. But all the while trying to ignore Noah, man. The Lord is speaking through one mouth, man.
Yeah.
Through his prophets. And the prophets, they got the message from who? Yahweh Shah. And Yahweh Shah got the message from his father, as John the 5th chapter says. He says, I do not come to speak my own words, but I come to speak the words that I've heard from my father.
Right.
John the 20th chapter, Yahweh Shah breathed on his disciples, and he says, "Peace be unto you," right? And pretty much he said, "Hey, words I speak, I'm giving unto you." That's when the disciples became apostles, man, to be sent.
That's right.
Okay.
We read the 9 and say, "Then shalt thou understand righteousness and judgment and equity."
Then you shall understand righteousness and judgment and equity, man. And see, these are those three things right there. That's far removed from a so-called black, Hispanic, and Native American. They have no idea what righteousness is. They have no idea what judgment is. You see, that's why when you say through the Bible an adultery they deserve to be put to death, they look at you like you got 5 heads, man. But there's only one path of life, man. That's through the scriptures. Baruch chapter 4:1. Take hold of it, right, and be illuminated. For this is the book of the law of life, man. And that's what the Lord Yahweh Bashma Shah is about to show planet Earth, man. Hey, it's either my way or the highway.
That's right.
No negotiations.
I got something right there. This Isaiah chapter 8, right? In verse 18, it says, "Behold, I am the children whom the Lord hath given me are for signs and for wonders in Israel from the Lord of hosts, which dwelleth in Mount Zion," right? And it's the Spirit of the Lord saying that, you know, the Lord really, you know, it's talking about Yahweh Shah, and the children whom the Lord hath given him, which is the elect, right, are for signs and wonders, which that's going to be your teachers teaching you this truth right now. But it says in verse 19, it says, "And when they shall say unto you," which to the prophets or to the elect, "Seek unto them that have familiar spirits, and unto wizards that peep and that mutter, should not a people seek unto their power for the living to the dead? And that's what the brother just said. You know, these people out here, they want to seek unto other things, just like during the days of Noah. They were saying, what? We got the ways we can escape the flood. Okay, what they try to, they go to their soothsayers or their wizards and their witches, you know, to escape death. You ain't gonna be able to do that. Our people saying that right now, saying don't listen to the prophets. You can go over here and let this lady read you some tarot cards, some bullshit. You see, or you can go to Jehovah's Witnesses and they can pray over you, or whatever, man. These false doctrines. You see, they saying the same thing today. But this is the point right here, verse 20, and we read this all the time, Isaiah 8 and 20. To the law and to the testimony, if they speak not according to this word, it is because there is no light in them. And it ain't no light in niggas and these damn tricks out here telling you to seek other than these scriptures, man. You see, ain't no light in these people. They just want you to go to, you know, whatever else that's gonna soothe your flesh. You see, chase after things that are temporary, like this world. You know,
They ain't spiritual. Like you said, they go to these soothsayers and all these people that they look for that corner, that fleshly desire, or that fulfillment of the flesh. That means that they don't have the fear of the Lord. Right. The Proverbs 1 says that the fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. All right, but fools despise wisdom and instructions. So we giving them instruction because we're the mouthpiece of the Lord, because we're His prophets. All right, but they don't want to receive those instructions. They want to basically go on their own vain opinion. All right, they leaning on their own understanding, as it says in going into Proverbs 3 around the 5th or 6th verse. They don't want to go and do the will of the Lord. But everything that they're doing is the will of the Lord, because it ain't nothing that's being done that the Lord is not allowed, because it's already written. Right. So if you're written to go off and constantly go off, it's already written. You're written to be a prophet, it's already going to be done, because this is the will of the Lord. But like, what I was saying, but the fools despise this wisdom and instructions. But we're going to walk in the ways of the Lord, because we receive the instructions, and we're going to walk into the best of our ability.
Wisdom of Solomon 15:7 in the GNT. But people who are foolish or sinful will never even catch sight of wisdom. It says she will have nothing to do with conceited people.
Big mind.
Right.
It says she never enters the mind of liars. That's the point. Like I said, man, I'll read it again, verse 7. But people who are foolish or sinful will never even catch sight of wisdom. Yeah. You see?
Damn.
What's that? It said conceited.
Oh yeah. It says verse 8. It says she will have nothing to do with conceited people.
I got that definition, conceited out. Just Google it. Conceited, excessively proud of oneself, vain. It says narcissistic.
Yep.
And that's the culture we live in, man. Yep. Especially who?
Hell yeah.
Especially who?
The
black woman, man. But
hell,
you know.
Hell yeah.
God, everybody, man, everybody, because the Lord is Isaiah the 2nd chapter. The day of the Lord is going to, Isaiah chapter 13, the day of the Lord is going to come upon all those that do proud and all those that are that do arrogantly, man. Yep. See, that's why wisdom ain't supping with these people, man. Because they're conceited, they're vain, they're narcissistic. You see?
Yep. They're dark on the inside. Light not gonna enter into that. You're too full of darkness, man.
Taking selfies crossing the street, man. That's very narcissistic and conceited, man. But that's the world we live in. These people, they think too highly of themselves.
You ain't worry about getting hit by a car.
Man, you walking taking a picture, shit, cars zooming by your ass.
You be in the car, we all in here, you driving, and you see, and it's mostly women. Dudes too.
Yeah.
These little weirdo GMO people, you know, and go on there, you trying to cross, you drive. Motherfuckers, they don't even be looking, they like in a trance. Yeah, that's narcissism. But how you gonna be, I'm sorry, I'm gonna fuck, like, yo bro, how you gonna be narcissistic and you 400 pounds?
Right.
But in this world, the demons are powerful. Like, the demons are more powerful now, as opposed to 30 years ago. 30 years ago, you know, people had demons, but now, like, the things that was unacceptable 30 years ago is acceptable now. Now, that's why you got Big Shirley. Big Shirley is narcissistic.
For real. And drunk.
Yo, man, these old Tonka truck shaped bitches. You could be a woman shaped like a Tonka truck, but you're narcissistic. That's why the little offspring of them is, you know, they mimic their mothers.
That's right. That's right.
That's those social media and things like that help amplify those demons. 'Cause it's gonna be
Social
somebody
media.
Somebody gonna be on there. I don't care if you 400 or 500 pounds. They gonna, oh, you look good, mama. You know, yeah, mama. They gonna put something on there and they gonna boost their head up, making them what, more proud. You know, then they gonna walk around with the damn something skimpy on and all the flubber
Oh
gonna
my
sit down.
God.
They thinking they look good.
Look like a fucking garbage pail kid.
I'm busting can of biscuit.
But to these little weirdo niggas, that look good.
Right.
Cause that's their mamas.
That's right.
Right.
So I keep bringing that shit up, man, but there's a reason behind that, bro. These little domestic terrorists. Big Shirley is a domestic terrorist.
I 100% agree with you.
Mm-hmm.
They out here like they were created by Esau.
Yep.
The Most High really, that's the judgment of the wicked. The Lord did that to them. Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai themselves. They did that. That's a curse. Big Shirley, if you're a Big Shirley, that's a curse of the Lord.
Right.
That meant you was probably a wicked ass woman in the past life. So in this lifetime, you come back and you're the garbage pile kid, like Elder Bun Supply said,
Past kids and shit. Garbage kids.
sitting there looking like Rasputia.
Mm-hmm.
If you Rasputia, that's a curse.
Right.
Man,
If you a child of Rasputia, Big Shirley, that's a curse. So the Lord is judging Jacob.
I actually got that term, domestic terrorist, for you. Just Googled it. It says a person who commits terroristic acts in their own country against their fellow citizens. So that's literally like Apostle just going into, man. That's literally what the self-proclaimed black woman is, man. And man and child.
That's terrible.
God. It says a person who commits terroristic acts in their own country against their fellow citizens. That's why our people, they don't Apostle would use the real life examples, right? How our people they're quick to commit adultery against or murder against our own people quicker than the self-proclaimed white man. You see, our chief enemy, our main enemy, man. But at the end of the day, it all goes back to prophecy. Deuteronomy chapter 28 again.
Yeah, so I'm going to like say, these Shirley, these nigger women, and like say these women in Israel with that pride is going to see the same thing as Esau, they fathers. This is Proverbs 16 and 18. It says, pride goeth before destruction, and the haughty spirit before a fall. So when Esau, like you say, when you say the ones, like you say, when Babylon fall, they're gonna be welling after it. Hey, you got Eve, but this is Eve's kingdom too, because she done took a hold of Esau. They put the man out the house. Now they can just, like I said, eat chicken, gain weight, and basically turn their sons into degenerates.
Con.
They have them all soft, emotional.
But they're masculine.
Yeah, they're masculine.
it's an oxymoron. That's crazy as fuck.
Seems like they're starting to develop testosterone now. They sons, because it was actually a study that these young men now, their testosterone is so low now.
Yeah.
Yeah. They testosterone is low, and what's that called? That's when you're masculine and when you're vibrant, you have a lot of testosterone in you. But now they're very low. So what are they? That's because they coming more feminine.
Bro, look, I go to the gym. Them niggas been in, and the thing is, you think this nigga got muscles? No. With all that muscle, you would think a dude, them niggas are feminine.
Right.
And I prove it, man, come on, dude. I go to the gym, I work out. I'm into exercising. I don't touch weights. I don't do weights. If anything, I'll do some calisthenics. Weights, I don't touch weights. All them little niggas, they been there lifting weights. Big Shirley be in the gym too. On the goddamn machine, fed and big as you want to be. And in the gym, you want to find me on the treadmills. I'm just cardio guy. And you'll see a Big Shirley in the gym on the machine. You know, I'm like, you fat fucking bitch. They're not trying to lose no weight.
No.
They like that shit. They just there to try to snag niggas. And guess what? Niggas will fuck with them. I'm just laying backing off you, my brother.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why should they have to lose weight?
Right.
Why you gotta lose weight? Niggas is fucking with you.
Yep.
Well, not the men you really want though.
No.
See, because there's levels. Excuse me. There's levels to this shit. On all levels.
It's true.
On the right hand side, the left hand side, there's levels to this shit.
Right.
I know y'all get tired of hearing Kevin Samuels said it. Big Shirley, yeah, niggas fuck with you, but not the niggas that they really want. They're Big Shirley, like the niggas that's fucking Big Shirley take them because it's better than nothing. Because Big Shirley greedy.
Right.
They ain't gonna be lonely. Who fucks with Big Shirley? Come on. If you brothers listen to me on my videos, Pookie and Ray Ray,
That's right.
which was born of Big Shirley. Kevin Samuels told them, while he was alive, he told Big Shirley, he said, yeah, y'all got guys that will fuck you. I'm being more raw than he was. He used the word sex, but I'm just being raw. If you're 400 pounds, if you're 300 pounds, yes, there's always some greedy, desperate, low-life, loser, weirdo, GMO baby, Pookie and Ray Rays that will have sex with you. And you got weirdo niggas or even certain weirdo Edomites. It's like a fetish thing. I like Big Shirley. People got demons on them.
Right. Right.
People got demons on them. There's a fetish. Like we all have certain fetishes as far as when it comes to women. Like me, but it's a fetish, but that's really normal. But I like heels. I like women that wear sexy, feminine women. You know, you have sex with a woman and maybe you'll keep the heels on. That's a fetish, but there's nothing wrong with that, right? If you got a woman that look like Eva Mendes in the bed with you, I don't know if y'all know that, right? You got an Eva Mendes in the bed with you, and shit, you'll now baby, you'll put them heels on. And women know that. That's sexy, that's feminine. That's like a fetish, but that's okay. Some men, I think, whatever, but I like that. I like women, you know, but there's nothing wrong with that. Right? When you deal with a prostitute, when you go to the strip club, yeah, I said the strip club. You homos, when you go to the titty bar, what are they wearing? Heels. They got the heels on, that's a fetish. Men like that. But when you go to a titty, I've never been to a titty bar where it's big shirt. Well, no, there'll be some with, but that's weirdo, low-life titty bars. Down south somewhere. Win. Free wins on Wednesday. But I'm talking about a real upscale titty bar. Big Shirley ain't gonna be in there dancing. She ain't gonna get hired.
Now, it's criteria, first of all.
What you said for night? What is that? Win Wednesday? Grits and Wins Wednesday. They're gonna be in the backwoods of South Carolina somewhere. One of them low-life titty bars. The only place I can think of is South Carolina. Or maybe somewhere in Mississippi. I'm sorry for you brothers that live in them areas, but Y'all know what I'm talking about. The backwoods of, or maybe certain parts of Texas. Y'all know the spots. Certain low-life backwoods parts of the South. 'Cause I'm sorry, you niggas, I'm from the South too, nigga. I'm from the South. I'm from Florida. But you niggas from the South are a disgrace. I'm sorry, man. That's the truth. Apostle to Harvest. Apostle to Harvest really like niggas in the South. Yo, cause these niggas in the South, y'all just, man. And I'm from the South, nigga, too. I lived in New York all them years. That's how I picked up that New York vibe. But I'm from the South, nigga. I'm from Florida. I'm from the deep South. But I understand. I get it. I get it, though, man. Because y'all niggas, man, you a disgrace to the rest of us.
Right.
Go ahead, brother.
And that's right, because like you mentioned, Kevin saying, you have these women that be all into that pride, and they get built up. They have the men that like say have sex with them, but then they'll get on Kevin saying, say, I want a man that makes $100,000 a year, 6'4", chisel, but yet it's you 300 pounds. All right,
Ain't that a bitch?
Mm-hmm.
Ain't that a motherfucker? 6 figures.
Yeah, looking like the Michelin Man.
You can't have no apartment. You gotta have your own house, and you look like the Michelin Man.
And she looked like a 6 figure.
But that's why them motherfuckers are dying alone.
That's
Because
right.
it's delusion. Delusion is a motherfucker, but you walk in like it's your opinion and you're entitled to it, like Apollo Creed said. You could do that. You could be in your delusional world, but then you know what? That they want to do that they don't give. They're alone.
Right.
Beautiful.
And miserable and lonely. That's why the women around, like Kevin Samuels told them, he said, you young sisters, don't listen to Auntie Shirley, don't listen to Auntie Boo Boo and all Auntie so and so and all of them, unless you're willing to die with them and move in and live with them. If you really want to be a productive young lady and have a life ahead of you and have a family and get away from Auntie Betty, Aunt Emma, Aunt Betsy, you get away from them old, big as they want, them big, huge. Get away from them motherfuckers. Auntie Betsy, Aunt Emma, Aunt Shirley, okay, Aunt JoJo, get away from them hoes. Yeah, Auntie so and so and so and so and so and so, and Grandma so and so. All of them shaped like the Michelin Man. And guess what? They all single.
And they all died alone, half of them.
And they all, of course, they die alone.
Yep.
Why, Aunt Betsy, I wanted a nigga that was making sure that man never comes.
Right.
Why? Because Aunt Betsy, you've been weighing 400 pounds since 1981. Fuck that, you got sick. That's a y'all, dude. Tell me that's not a demon.
It is. It is.
You could come up here looking like Lizzo, thinking that a dude with money, a high value man is gonna choose on you. Tell me that's not it. But that's Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. He put a curse on him. The Lord did that. The Lord cursed them. He cursed them to that. You understand? That's their lot.
That's right.
You understand? Whatever you go through, that's your lot to deal with, whether in wickedness or righteousness.
Right.
You feel me? Me and the brother, I was down in Austin with you. we was going into that. That's your lot. You dig? Yeah, go on.
Hey, I just want to say what you're saying is very true too, 100%. Because when a woman gets like financial stability and she becomes rich and wealthy, she still can't have enough. That means that she's cursed with the entitlement to always want more and never be satisfied, even with her man. If a man doing everything in the household, like taking care of the kids, paying the bills, paying the rent, she's still gonna do what? Commit adultery, because she been cursed to never be satisfied. Like always want more,
An
more,
insatiable appetite.
more. Yeah.
Right.
But that's why them women, those are the women that was called on Kevin Samuel's show.
Right.
They had demons on them. They would never be satisfied. And you know what? He knew it.
Yeah.
Or it got to a point where he did know, like, you ain't no helping you hoes. It killed him.
That's right.
Ain't no helping you hoes. Hey, Andrew Tate knows. That's why Andrew Tate is just raw.
That's right.
Real talk, Andrew Tate is way more raw than they talk about Kevin Samuels. Kevin Samuels was actually nice. Kevin Samuels was really trying to help. He was trying to help the black woman. You know, I mean, he knew it. It got to a point where I think Kevin Samuels even knew it, but Kevin Samuels was really a nice guy. He was really trying to help the black. He was actually trying to save the black woman. He was sincere. He was really trying to help them. He was trying to help Big Shirley. But they'd send him to hell.
Yep. Right.
Andrew Tate, that's why they trying to lock him up.
That's
Andrew
my guy.
Tate is just on some other, he on a higher level than Kevin. Kevin, fuck you. Andrew Tate is just on some shit like, I'm just trying to put you men on game.
Yep. Yep.
Fuck these hoes. Get yours and survive.
That's right.
That's Andrew Tate.
Men in shape. That's right. That's my guy there. Yep.
This Sirach chapter 9 and 2 in the G&T. Do not surrender your dignity to any woman.
Go on,
I'm
brother.
gonna read it again. Sirach 9.
When you break it down,
God.
it's your scripture. You read it and break it down.
God says, do not surrender your dignity to any woman. Because in times past, we all did, you know.
Of course,
Before we came to
come.
this truth, but now
I know I have.
God.
And I'm not afraid to admit that.
Yeah, everybody had their nose wide open for a bitch at one time.
Yeah, we all do that shit.
But now,
Okay. Go ahead,
okay. But now with the Lord, you know, giving us this truth, and now while we have this truth, He's also showing us the filth and the hiddenness of these women. That's why, like, bro, the spotlight is under the skirts of these women, man. The Lord has lifted up the skirts upon, you know, the women of our nation. Well, really, not just our nation, but all these women of all these nations, but especially the Israelite women, man. You see? And so now the Lord is showing us, like, bro, we ain't missing out on nothing, man. Because we've never experienced a real wife.
God.
These bro, this is mock simulations, man.
God
Bro,
damn.
These not our real women, bro.
Wow.
You know, like somebody said it. It's just your time to hit. That's it.
Just your turn.
This ain't your. She's not. You're not her first man, and you're also not gonna be her last man. That's a tough pill to swallow. It hurts.
I love what you said. We ain't missing, because you know, we said these niggas in the world, they getting all the bit. Good. That's their curse too.
Yeah.
So you know what? We ain't getting all the pussy. That's fine. Whatever little pussy we get, cool. That's just the Lord throwing us little goldfish. No, I like to eat them shits, goldfish. You know, little snack crackers.
Right.
You know, goldfish. No, little goldfish.
Right.
You know, people usually get, but I like to eat them shits. I buy them. Goldfish. Little snack crackers. Like that. That's the perfect little snack. Little bag. Goldfish. Little cheddar crackers, but they shaped like fish. It's just something to kind of like a little snack for your mouth. Goldfish. That's it. The Lord throw us little goldfish, some pussy, you know, a couple of bitches we can fuck with here and there, or we can go buy it. We can go to the titty bar, freak off with them hoes. That's more fun. That relationship shit is bullshit.
Right. Yeah, that's right. Jake trying to.
Y'all do what y'all do. Y'all, you know, for you brothers out there that want to try to still think you in a relationship.
He had to let himself. I know, cuz.
A relationship.
Man, these bitches take shit like men.
Okay,
man.
well, I mean,
They
yeah,
ain't
but
nothing,
you know, but I'm not gonna knock you brothers. Like, I'm just keeping it real, man. I'm on some real shit now. All you brothers in GMS, like, y'all think y'all got my woman, I got my woman. That's your, okay, all right, brother. Con.
Right.
All right, bro. Like, no. But it's spiritual. The Lord got y'all in that situation for the moment, just blessing you with a little pussy and whatever. The chick is being cool with you for the moment, but eventually it's gonna go sour.
That's right.
Yep. I got some.
A relationship. You brothers think y'all in relationships.
Come on in. Know what that is?
I want a relationship.
Ain't what that is.
They telling y'all that shit. And y'all believe it.
Right. This is Sirach 25, verse 25. It says, "Give the water no passage, neither a wicked woman liberty to gad abroad." And what is that liberty is to gad abroad? And this society, this world, have gave women liberty. That's all. They got more liberty than definitely than men in here in Esau's world, and they can gad abroad. I used to work with plenty of women, and a lot of women. And listen, when they got freedom to gad abroad, no matter who they're with, they'll call their husband. Nah, man, she this and that. Soon as they get off the phone, they're up there trying to leave work and go with this dude somewhere. You know, this is the way of the world, because this is showing the wickedness of a woman. A woman needs instructions. Bob Shawty, I'm gonna jump down to Sirach 26 and verse, I believe it's 12.
And they want you to take them serious.
Mm-hmm.
A woman wants you to take her serious.
Right.
You don't take no fucking woman serious.
Mm-hmm.
No, this is real life shit that we giving you brothers.
Right.
And primarily, I don't give a fuck about you other niggas outside of GMS. This is for, I only care about GMS brothers, really.
Yeah.
For real, man. If you within the family of Great Millstone, I care about you. This is why this type of information is coming out. You other niggas, if you ain't down with the family, fuck you. Let the Big Shirley get you and everybody.
That's right. Sirach 26 and 14, it says, "A silent and loving woman is a gift of the Lord, and there is nothing so much worth as a mind well
And
instructed."
you wanna know why I say what I say? Because you brothers in Great Millstone, I only care about brothers that's under my jurisdiction. Okay, you brothers are under my jurisdiction. So it's my job that's my fucking job. Okay? No, man, listen. I mean, it's funny and everything, but it's really not funny, but this is for real, man. I be thinking every day, all day, bro. I be pondering. When you've been in this truth for a certain amount of time and you on a certain level, every day I talk to myself in the spirit. I talk to the Most High, Yahweh Shai, every day. Yeah, I wake up in the middle of the night, I talk to the spirits. I talk, man.
That's right.
I be trying to school brothers, man. I want to enlighten brothers, man. For real, this is not a joke. This is for real. What the fuck y'all think we just up here for, man? You understand what I'm saying? The apostles and the elders, what the fuck y'all think? We just figure it? No, man. We for real about this shit. Okay, we ain't nating them guys, man. Us, we for real. We really care, man. You know, we really fucking got love for you brothers, man. Because we believe in Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai. So we really trying to safeguard you brothers, man. We trying to help y'all, man. You know? But we can only do with the Lord, we can only do so much. Y'all gotta pick up the mantle and run with it, man. You know? We can't wipe y'all asses for y'all. We can't hold y'all dick while y'all pee. You dig? You understand where I'm coming from?
Absolutely.
Go on, man.
This is Sirach chapter 34, verse 16. It says, "He that serveth the Lord shall be accepted with favor, and his prayer shall reach unto the clouds. The prayer of the humble pierceth the clouds, until it come nigh, he will not be comforted, and will not depart till the Most High shall behold to judge righteously and execute judgment. And what the apostle is saying, man, he's saying that, you know, brothers in his Great Millstone ministry and family, you know, that the apostles care about brothers who preaching the correct doctrine, man, that the apostles put out. So, hey, if you're doing that, you know, the Lord, he recognizes that, and your prayers are being answered in the heavens. You see, when you pray for the apostles, when you pray for brothers, okay, all of that is reaching the clouds, man. And the Lord, he's coming, like, it's speeding up the return of our Savior faster and faster, man. But that's only for the family of Great Millstone, man, from what the apostles are saying, or what the apostle Ricard is saying. You see?
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 8, and verse 8 in the GNT. It says, do not disregard what the wise have said. Study their proverbs. From them you can learn to be cultured and to serve great men. Now when you go into that word cultured, etymology of that word, it says cultivated, it says developed under control, natural conditions, refined. It says improved by exposure to intellectual culture. So refined. See, brothers are being refined by the examples, you know, the knowledge that, you know what I'm saying, the apostles are spitting, man. How he's telling them about, you know, women and stuff like that. You know, that's something you should take heed to, because these men have been through it. These men been in the truth long as we've been, that some of us been on the earth, man. You see? So they done already been through everything, you know? So that's why when the elders are speaking, man, it's important for you to shut up and listen, man. Okay, and take in what they really telling you, man, because it'll cultivate you. You see, it'll refine you. You see, but when you get in, that's the adjective part. It says when you get in the noun, culture, in the noun, it says cultivating agriculture. It says figuratively to care. You see, because like the apostle said, he cared about brothers, man. You see, but I'm gonna continue on back in the book of Sirach, chapter 8, and verse 9 in the GNT. It says, pay attention to what old people say, for they learn from those who came before them. You can learn from them, and they can teach you how to have an answer ready when you need one. You see, that's simple, man. It's straightforward. You don't really got to break that down. You see.
It's 2nd Ezra chapter 8 and 12. It says, thou broughtest it up with thy righteousness. I'm gonna start at verse 11. That the thing which is fashioned may be nourished for a time, till thou disposest it to thy mercy. Thou broughtest it up with thy righteousness, and nurturest it in thy law, and reformest it with thy judgment. And that's what's going on, man. Like, just going back to the scripture that the brother just brought out, about how this is all happening by our leaders that the Lord has set up over us, man. You know, but ultimately the Lord he's reforming us with his judgment. Because Esau, Edom forming us with his judgment. Ever since we came out the womb, from generation to generation, while we've been in this captivity, all we've known is the ways of Babylon the Great. The way of how things get down here, right? What's deemed wrong, what's deemed righteous. But now, the Lord he's reforming us, right, by his judgment. He's showing us the what. Now, this is how I get down. This is what I say is nasty. This is what I say is clean. This is what I say is white. This is what I say is black. And in the process of that, because the brother had got that word cultivation, right? It says what? It said refine, right? And when you go into like the process of refinement, you use what? Fire. So in the process of the Lord reforming us, hey, it's like that fire hitting our minds. It hurts. But it's got to melt off that slag and that dross in the dirty way how we used to think and what we thought was right. You know? So this is ultimately what's going down, man. The Lord is showing us what pleases him and what displeases him. And most of the nation of Israel displease. Man, the Lord hates more Israelites than who he loves right now, man. Right. That's just the God honest truth. He hates more Israelites than who he loves. And we're saying that, but he's about to show the earth that, man.
Amen. I'm sorry. And I've been on this shit for the past few years. Real talk, man. Somebody give me the etymology of the word in the blue letter. Look up the word relationship. A relationship. I want a relationship. I asked brothers all over GMS this question, and everybody, y'all all heard this, right? From a woman. I want a relationship. I want a relationship with you. Tell me y'all all haven't heard that word.
Right.
Every last one of you motherfuckers in this room, right?
Right.
Y'all, I want a relationship. A relationship. What the fuck is that? A relationship. Where's that in the scriptures? But somebody get that, man.
I didn't see the word. Oh, you found it?
If y'all can find, if the word even really exists.
It's not in the Bible.
No, etymology. Look up in the blue
Oh,
letter.
etymology?
I just went online.
I know it's not in the Bible.
Oh, God.
I know it's not in the Bible. But look it up in the blue letter.
I went on to the etymology, and Google the etymology. It say relationship, 1640, sense of state of being related or by kindred, affinity or alliance.
Ooh. No, brother. Come on, man. Keep going. Don't worry about me.
Other alliance from relation plus ship, specifically a romantic or sexual intimacy of by 1944. It say the act of telling or relating the words. When it goes into the Latin, it's a bringing back, restoring a report, proposition from relators. So it ain't really going into.
No, but y'all break that down. Come on, man. You officers, man. Break it down. That's why y'all fucking officers, man. Read it again and break it down now.
It says.
Let's dissect that whole shit. Come on, this is what we here to do. You guys are officers in here, right? One day soon to be elders. Come on, man. I'm trying to get y'all deep, man. This is what we do.
Right. This relationship is a sense or state of being related by kindred, affinity, or other alliance from relation plus ship.
Now stop and break it down from the top. Come on, bro. This is how I learned.
Right.
You understand? I'm teaching you brothers how I came up. How me and Apostle Gabar came up. Apostle Arandab came up. Okay?
Right.
Under Apostle Tahar, from High Priest Ariah on down to Apostle Tahar. Come on, man. Go deep. Break that shit down.
A relationship is a sense of or state of being related or kindred, affinity, or other alliance from relation plus ship.
I got something. Because it said affinity, right? Go back to where it said affinity and read a little bit more of that, because it sounds like that the woman, okay, primarily the nigga woman, when she says she want a relationship, she wants you to put her as a God in your life. And the scriptures tell you not to have any other God.
Yes, that's true too. That, you're right. I don't mean to cut you off, but brother, go back and read that from the top. That's etymology, man. Read it again.
It says relationship is.
Come on, man. I'm trying to dig into y'all. This is how I learned. This is how me and Apostle Gabar learned, man. I'm trying to get you brothers on a fucking another level. Go ahead, man.
It says relationship is a sense or state of being related.
Being related. Stop. Let's start there. Come on, y'all. That's what y'all fucking. You dudes are walking over that part, man. Come on. What's wrong with you brothers, man?
I was getting that in with
I'm getting a little frustrated, man. Come on. What the fuck is wrong with y'all?
I got something too.
Y'all missed that point? Related. You got a sister. Actual relations. That's the etymology of the fucking word. You got a sister, right? I got sisters. I can't pop my sister. That's my relations. I can't pop my mother. That's my relations. My daughter. So Esau just fucked everything up. He's the devil. So when these women, they don't even know what the fuck they saying. Go ahead, man.
Hey, let me get this scripture right here.
Come on, brothers. Think down.
It said being related to, right? Watch this. This is Proverbs chapter 7 and verse 4. It says, say unto wisdom, thou art my sister. and call understanding thy kinswoman. So wisdom, which is the scriptures and the mindset of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, that is your kinswoman, and that's your sister. Not this damn woman down here on the planet Earth, man. You see? You got it.
That's right. And like you said, it goes into related like kindred, by kindred.
Yeah.
So it's saying you basically kin. Like you said, your blood. You know, you just mentioned, I don't know if you had it, the flesh of my flesh, blood of my blood.
It's one dealing with Adam, you know, in Genesis, you know, when it's going into bone of my bone, flesh of my flesh, you know, and then it's one dealing with, again, another one dealing with Laban. I know Laban or Laban, you know, tomato, with Jacob, man, you know, being, you know, bone, which is a kindred, man, like, you know, a family member.
Right.
It's not talking about you know, a woman, you know, just this, you know, like we, you know, doing it today in the world, you know, a so-called woman with a man, you know, and getting together and having dinner and all that, you know, they call that a relationship. No, man, it's talking about family, man, you know, so, you know.
Right. Because going down and say the meaning of, it say a meaning of a person related by blood.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, and it say or marriage, but you know how they add it, but it say by blood. So if you are saying, like you say, this is my blood brother, my blood sister, this is our relationship. We're related. That we have shared that before. I'm related to this person.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so you ain't finna go marry your blood.
Right.
You know, your blood relative. Whatever you call them, your relative. So like you said, relationship. You're related. You know what I'm saying? And
So when a woman be saying that shit, we in this relationship, they got Satan on them.
right.
That's why you get turned off.
Mm-hmm.
That turn you off is because in your spirit, we know that's wrong. No, bitch. We ain't in no goddamn relationship. I'm a man and you a fucking goddamn woman. I'm dealing with you.
That's right.
You deal with a woman. We not in no relationship. See?
Can I read the next verse after that one I read? Verse 5. It says, Proverbs, I'm going to read verse 4 and then read 5 again. It says, Proverbs 7 and 4. Say unto wisdom, thou art my sister, and call understanding thy kinswoman, that they may keep thee from the strange woman, from the stranger which flattereth with her words. And that strange woman right there is talking about another doctrine. Okay, like, you know, other philosophies outside of what we worship, Yahweh Shem Yahushua. But you can also, you know, put that into the aspect of the damn woman down here. Because she'll lead you into other philosophies and other
Like
guys.
Solomon.
Like Solomon, exactly. Y'all got it.
Yep.
And the doctrine is her.
Yep.
Because y'all know these women want you to worship them. And then you confront them with, I don't want to like that. They do.
Yep.
They want you to worship them. That's why, and I said this before the camera was on to you brothers, that's why you can't live with a woman. Because when you live with a woman, bro, it always goes sour. Because they want you to what that these women want to be worshipped. That's why they needy. They want you to be, baby, licking and kissing their ass every minute. Like, let's say you in your bedroom, like, you know, you got a TV, like, you know, okay, like you in the room, you know, like you might have a TV in the bedroom, and you got the other TV. You might want to watch what you want to watch, but it's just like they can have everything. There's food in the house, they got everything, but it's you don't spend time with me. I'm like, bitch, we live together, baby. We here all the time. We lay in the bed together now. I'm just, you know, you want to watch your soap operas, but I don't want to watch that shit. I want to, like, you know, I'm out here in the living room, baby. You know, I just want to watch my wrestling or my boxing or whatever. I want to watch my Kevin Samuels, whatever. You know, baby, you going, you know, you got everything. There's food, there's whatever, you know, drinks, everything is here. You know, baby, you sit in the bedroom, you can watch your soap operas, your novellas, or your whatever. We live in this house together, but I still feel alone. I'm like, bitch, we here together. We see each other every minute. We're here.
Yeah.
No, but I still just feel alone. You know, you out here in the living room, I'm in the bedroom, and I just feel alone.
You don't miss me. Why you don't miss me?
I'm like, bitch, we're gonna be in the bed together, we're gonna wake up in the bed together, but I'm like, or like, they don't understand that a man needs time alone. You need your time. You just like, yo, baby, I just like, just let me sit out here in the living room. You go in the bedroom. You can watch whatever you want. There's a TV in there, a comfortable bed, but it's not good enough. You gotta, like, they want worship. They want you to be, yes, baby. But then when you're doing that, they don't want you. That's when they cheating on you with another dude, because you a simp. These women got, like Apostle Gabar said many years ago, these women got to go back into total slavery. Women got to go back into slavery. Women are going back into slavery. Okay?
That's right.
Oh, they going into slavery.
That's right.
All women. The Israelite woman, the Edomite woman, they are going into slavery. The women got too much to say in this, but this is their kingdom, or Esau. All up in the internet, all up on the TV, like you shouldn't. All up on the videos, all up on the TV, dancing. It should not. It was a should not. Should not was right.
Yeah.
All up on the TV. If y'all tired, all up on the TV, all up on the videos, dancing. It Suge Knight was in the spirit.
The word relationship, re means back, right? So it says re meaning back, the state of being related. This is a true relationship. Back to the alliance of our kindred. This is it. Re means back, relations mean kindred of the alliance. This is a true relationship.
Oh, that's right.
Am I wrong? Yeah, my man was in the spirit when he said that. Come to death row. Right? You tired of all that shit? All up on the TV, all up on the video. Right? Dancing.
Sure.
Hey, the Lord gonna put an end to this shit.
Into this shit.
Is that bro? Y'all done? That's it. Appointment made.
Well, with that, Lord willing, we're edified. We'd like to give all praise and glory and honor to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash.
Double honor to the apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to Yakim pushing his word in truth and sincerity. Shalom.
Shalom, brothers.
Hey, what he say, Apostle? All up on the TV.
Yeah, but man, Suge Knight, he was in the spirit when he said that. If y'all